Hi there, Nick here. Today I want to address a very common question that I get. How do I delete blank rows in my dataset? You probably all already know the manual way, going along, selecting the entire row, right-clicking and hitting delete. But let's be real, we don't want to do this manually, especially if we have a lot of data. So I'm going to show you 3 different methods to get this done, with my personal favorite being the third method. And I'm curious about yours, so do comment down below and let me know. So the first method is super fast. It takes under 20 seconds. The first thing that you need to do though is to find your identifier or identifying column. What I mean by this, for example, in this data set, here whenever we have the date that it is empty, or whenever we have a blank cell in our date column, we want to delete the entire row. But if I have a blank cell anywhere else, let's say I've not sold any units over here, we don't want to delete these rows. Okay, so in this example, my identifier is going to be the date column. Okay, in order for us to select the entire date column, we're going to come to the very bottom. We're going to go Control, Shift, and Home. That's going to take us all the way to the top of the sheet here. Now, previously, I do like the Control Shift up, but because we have broken data, we're not going to go all the way to the very top. So the easiest way is to select down at the bottom here, Control Shift and Home, and you're going to end up all the way to the top of the sheet. The next thing that we need to do is come over to the Find and Select. We're going to come down here and we're going to go to special. From here we're going to find the blank rows and we're going to click OK. Now don't click anywhere else, but what it's going to do is it's going to highlight just those blank rows. From here we can head over to the delete section. We're going to come down here and we can delete sheet rows, and just like that all your blank rows are gone. Method number 2 is the filter way. This is perfect when you don't have an identifier column and want to ensure that every single cell in a specific row is empty before you delete it. For instance, if sometimes the date is empty and you want to keep that row, of course you're going to want to keep that data that goes into it, then you're going to need to use something else. For example, you're going to need to make sure that every single piece of data is blank, or every single column is blank before you delete that row. And so for this, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new column just over here. We're going to call it check, and we are going to use a formula to basically do the checking for us. Okay, we're going to use equals, we find that, equals count A. And what this formula is going to do is it's going to count everywhere where there is a piece of text or a number. I'm going to go ahead and select all of the data from columns A over to H in this particular case and press enter. It's then going to count up how many columns essentially have pieces of data in there. Now if I go ahead and pull this all the way down our little data set here, we can see that it then allows us to see 8 pieces of data, 6 pieces of data, 7 pieces of data, etc. Then what we can do is we can go ahead and add filters by going over to the data tab, clicking on filter, and then we get the drop down menu just here. We're going to select the drop down menu, we're going to deselect everything and only select 0. What this is going to do is it's going to basically only filter the rows that have 0 data in them. From here we can just grab those, right click and delete. Now we can basically remove the filters and our data is now clean from rows that are 100% blank. We can still see that we have missing data here on the date, we have missing campaign name, we have missing person over here, but it allows us to basically maintain our data set but only removing what is completely blank rows. We can then go ahead and delete our previous column for the check-in purposes. Now for my preferred way, the Power Query method. Now the Power Query method is dynamic and fast, but it does require you to have things set up first in Excel. So let's go ahead and take a look at our data set here. Okay, so we have all our blank rows in here still. Okay, and we want to filter these out or basically remove all the blank rows. Now to do this, we got a couple of different options. We can select all of our data. Again, we can come down to the bottom here of our H column. We can go Control Shift and Home. That's going to select everything within our data method. And we could go ahead and basically come over to the Home tab tab, go to the format as table and select a formatting that works. I usually prefer a bit of black and white. This particular table will have headers and I can click OK. This basically what has allowed us to do is convert our data into a table. Now that's really useful for multiple different reasons as we kind of think about automation, artificial intelligence and things like that. But for the purpose of removing blanks, this is okay. We can obviously remove blank rows as and when and so forth as needed, but we can use this a little bit more powerfully if we were to start thinking about our data and how we could potentially use Power Query. So from a table like this, we've got a couple of options. We have the contextual tab at the top here for table design. We could give this a name. So I'm just going to say my table. For the purpose of today's video. So we have a table that is called My Table. From here, we could go over to the Data tab and click on From Table Range. If we click that, it's going to load up Power Query. And Power Query allows us to basically manipulate the data inside our table. Okay, so here you can see that it's pulled in to our My Table data, and we have all of this information here. And what we can do very easily is remove rows that are blank. So you can say remove blank rows. If we do that, it'll add a tab down here, basically removing all the blank rows from your data. You can save and close. What it's going to do is it's going to open this in a whole new tab of your spreadsheet. Just get rid of that, and it's removed all those blank rows for you while still maintaining any blank areas that we were missing previously. Okay, so that's the first way of kind of using Power Query. It's super quick, super easy if your data is contained in a table. What happens when your data is not in a table? Well, in order to do that, we're going to reset our spreadsheet. Okay, so with our spreadsheet reset, we now need to make a range rather than use Power Query as if it were a table or a table's worth of data. To do that, we're going to give some blank rows down here. So unlike Microsoft tables, sometimes you don't want to use them, sometimes you do need to use them. If you're not using a Microsoft Excel table, then you're going to want to make sure that you give yourself some breathing room in your spreadsheet because it's going to be dynamic. It can bring in additional data as long as it stays within your range. So I'm going to come down here and get some blank rows, and I'm going to go to H101. I'm going to go Control Shift and Home. That's going to select all of that. The next thing that I can do is come over to this little box over here, this little drop down menu. I can click into here and I can type in my range. Okay, press enter on that. Now I've labeled this as a range that Power Query can use. You can see how when you click off of it, it changes. From our drop down menu, I can reselect it and we have a my range table. Basically, it runs from A1 to H101. Okay, so we've got lots of blank rows here that allows us to have a dynamic approach to our Power Query. Okay, so as I come back into here, we go into Data tab, we go from Table or Range, we give that a click, it will load up Power Query once again. Again, this time it's My Range rather than My Table. And from here, again, we go to the Remove Rows, we click here and we say Remove Blank Rows. And that's going to remove all those blank rows from our data. There's other things that we could do with Power Query, but we're just going to focus on that today. We're going to go ahead and close and load. That's again going to load up a separate tab called My Range, and we can get rid of all of this stuff over here. Now, as data changes in your main set, so let's hypothetically say I'll go ahead and change some data. Maybe these blank rows up here, I go ahead and I fill them in. I know that this is supposed to be Roger. I know this is all Christmas toys, for example, and I know it was supposed to be on the 2nd of December there. Well, actually, it's the 3rd of December there, so I'll go ahead and put that in. Now I've filled in all these blank areas and all these kind of missing pieces of data. I need to go back to my range, this data right here, and refresh it. There's a couple of different ways we can do that. We can obviously click into our table. There's a query tab at the top here, and I can go ahead and hit the refresh button. And I believe you can also right click and click refresh. So I'm going to go right click and refresh, and that's going to basically bring in all those missing pieces of data for us. You can still see that I missed one for the Christmas trees. I'm going to come back over here. You can see that I missed it. I'm going to go ahead and basically put Christmas trees into here, come back to my range, and you can see that it's missing. I'm going to right click and refresh, and it turns up here. So the dynamic nature here is that this area can now be your end report. You can have all your raw data in a spreadsheet however you see fit, whether that's in an Excel table or in raw data form like this, and you can use Power Query to give you the end results rather than using something like a pivot table. We could also say my report down here, for example. My report, if I can spell. There we go. Okay, so you can use Power Query in a lot more effective ways of managing your data, and obviously makes things significantly faster. So there you have it. You've got 3 really powerful ways to remove blank rows. I personally love Power Query for its efficiency and how dynamic it is. But which method do you prefer? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips.